Shit. What up there, anime and manga communities? This is your boy chdeaaanime, whatever you want to call me. And today, I'm here to talk about Magi, the Labyrinth, or the Kingdom, or the Manga Magics. Anyway, so this week's chapter of Magi, chapter 239. The political tension can be cut with a knife. This is, oh man. This is one of the greatest parts of Magi right here. This whole political scheme they have going, all this extra. This is. I love this manga. So let's go ahead and get into what went down in this week's chapter of Magi. All right. So in this week's chapter of Magi, I think I might have figured out why my camera was desyncing. Like I actually think I might have got it down. So you might not see it this review, but if you do, well, sorry. But anyways, so this week's chapter starts off where the last one relatively left off, with Aladdin giving the three kingdoms the offer. Let's all work together to defeat the great evil that is known as Alfame. And as they're all saying, like, well, so what, you want us to do this? I don't know if this could work. You see this nigga Sinbad. This dude Sinbad is the biggest troll on the planet. The whole time he's doing this, too, he's just smiling, just I hate him, but I love him at the same time. Like, Sinbad is one of my favorite characters in Manga, but he is a master troll. Like, this man trolls for days. Like, he gets on Xbox Live, puts on his headset, and he's in a lobby just straight up trolling everybody. So this dude gets up and he's like, so it's like, okay, all right, I see where you're coming from, Aladdin. I feel you. I see you, homie. And you know what? I want to help you. I want to do this because we've been bolstering up our power to fight Alfame too. But you know what? I refuse to work with the Ko Empire. And he brings up a good point, because even it was in the back of my head. I just never really put two and two together, but it was in the back of my head with this thought, was that the Ko Empire is Alfame. It kind of is. Like, think about it. The queen, the person who holds this, probably like the second most power in the Ko Empire right now, is the leader of freaking Alfame and Rengokuin. So how do you ally yourself with a country like that? So Sinbad power played this so perfectly. Like, he played it to perfection. And then from there he's like, yeah, well, how could we ever work with that? Like, we can't work with them. But now, if they were to, join the Seven Seas Alliance, and and do everything they can to oust the organization of Alfame out of their country, then maybe we could talk about joining. And if on top of that, let us help you out doing it if you don't have the power. And I don't know how to feel about what Sinbad did. It's so scumbaggy, but it works so. It really makes sense, because even one of Cohen's advisors was like, shit, this dude, he spun this around on us. This is actually pretty bad, because right now in the situation we're in, people will look at this bad. And then you see Cohen get up and he's like, yo, I don't like you, Sinbad. And I don't like you because you have the power to move the world, but you continue to do these sneaky little things that you've been doing. I don't understand you. Like, dude, I don't know why this chapter felt so epic. Maybe it's because Sinbad and Cohen, those two dudes are some of the most epic dudes in this series. Like, whenever I see these two dudes on the screen, like, I'm prepared for them to do like mad work, kill like 50 dudes with just like hockey up. I'm just waiting. Like, these dudes are next level type strength, right? So, they're staring off, and then you have his advisor, his brother. I can't remember his name because it's been a while, but his brother is like, well, we inherited Solomon's will. We're creating the world. Solomon, when he brought us over here, made us of one mind, one language, one look, which I still will continue to say is not a good thing. That does not fix racial stereotypes. That does not fix anything, but whatever. Anyways, it's just, I'm not even. So he gave us all this, and we are trying to combine everyone into one culture, one art, which is that is the Ko Empire's goal. So in essence, they did inherit Solomon's will. Now, if you want to talk about shades of gray, like, dude, like honestly, in the comment section, outside of like Aladdin's choice, if you guys feel, if you watch my vids and you want to, talk about it, which side would you choose? Like, seriously, like, would you choose the side that says, let's make everyone of one mind, one culture, so that we can all have an understanding through being the same? Or would you want to be a part of the group that says, no, let's all have our different cultures and ally ourselves with each other? Because me personally, I would choose the other one. I feel like the Seven Seas Alliance's goal is the best. To have everyone different. Difference makes, like, I'm trying to think of like a perfect example. Like if you look, like, I have like this quote in my head that I just can't quite like word, but it really fits. It's like, if you keep doing the same, you can't just keep doing the same thing and expect victory. You know what I'm saying? Like, differences helps us to move forward. If you keep using the same stale tactics, nothing ever changes. And differences allow for people to change, and coming to understand one another differences and appreciate these things makes the world a more rich place in my eyes. But anyways, we getting all off subject. So then all their subordinates start saying, well, what? I believe King Sinbad should be the leader. And then the other dudes are like, no, I believe Cohen should be the leader. Notice how no one from the Rim Empire is talking, because their leader is dead. Just throw that out there. Rim, they ain't got shit to say about kingly shit. And then amongst that, you can feel the tension, like everybody's staring off, getting ready to fight. And then you have Alibaba rush in, and he's like, yo, no, stop, cut that out. He's like, I would fight my own siblings for this, and so that the world didn't have to become that black bullshit that Al Thaman is trying to make it. And Cohen is like, calm down, you fool, we ain't getting that serious. I don't necessarily want to, but we do need to get rid of them. So I guess in his own way, Cohen was agreeing with it. And then Aladdin asks, oh, well, do you know who the leader of Al Thaman? He's like, I used to know someone like her, but now she has become this thing mixed up in this black mage bullshit. And then he mentions the Black Magi, Judar. And as soon as he mentions Judar's like, yo, don't let me up with those guys. And he's in there and he's like, yo, Aladdin, can I be your friend? And that's when the chapter ends. Now, I gotta say, I forgot to mention one thing, is that after Il-Elah came from the sky, the black god came down, he left a rift like a freaking dimensional portal, if you will, like what the Great Rift has. And because of this, if Al Thaman can get enough Black Rook again, the Black God can instantly drop. There won't be a wait time like last time. He will drop, and that's it. So it's gotten real. We at the point now where there's no turning back. Like, we gotta cut it down now, or we're screwed. So definitely a good chapter. My predictions are, I don't believe Judar. I think Judar is the type of character to where he goes almost to the winning side, or the side that he thinks he's gonna have the most fun in. I think that's kind of how Judar as a person works. I don't know, like, he is a very interesting character to me because he's shrouded in a lot of mystery in how he works. And on top of that, he's using Il-Elah's rook, not Solomon. So there's a lot of things I want to know about Judar as a character. But next week, I don't have a prediction. I don't have a prediction this week. I don't have nothing. I don't know, but we're gonna have to find out later on. I do plan to do a discussion video on Magi about a theory that I read in my comment section, and I feel like it has some pretty good points. But all in all, I definitely enjoyed this chapter on Magi. Definitely touched upon a lot of political tension and all that. So I'm gonna go ahead and call that a Let's Talk. This is your boy chdeaaanime signing out. Please be sure to rate, comment, subscribe, and do other things to help Black people thrive. And I will catch y'all on the flip. Oh, and like I said in my previous video, I know a lot of people have a problem with me saying, oh, subscribe and, like, or leave a like. So I'm gonna word it this way. Please do it if you feel like you want to support me. I really appreciate it. Like, I'm being honest with you. Every time I see a like or a comment, it brings a smile on my face. Like, I'm not even joking. That is a 100% truth. You guys, these likes, all these things that you guys do to support me, makes me happy. So if you enjoy supporting me and putting a smile on my face, then please go ahead and leave that like and that comment, that subscription. If you don't, hey, I understand, man. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and call that a Let's Talk. Go ahead and sign out. It's been golden. Peace out, anime and manga communities.